Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Angel.
I thought it's another George.
Hey, no, come on. You guys are stuck with me. I know you all love it. Come on.
Back to the pre-Champions Istanbul press conference. We will continue with questions for Scream from Team Liquid, Angel from FPX, Cryocells from Xset, and Cruz from XERXIA. Press had the option to ask questions live or submit them ahead of the event. We'll begin with the pre-submitted questions. First question goes to Scream from Games Mix. What steps and type of training does Team Liquid take before any tournament? Is this your first time in Istanbul?
Well, hello. First time in Istanbul. Very excited to be here, first of all. And
wait, really?
I mean, our preparation with Liquid has been changed a lot because we changed coach and different approach, different way of like thinking, and just like optimizing training, and yeah, pretty much.
All right, thank you. Next question goes to Cryo from Run It Back. After the quick elimination at Masters Copenhagen, what has Xset done to prepare for a longer stay during this upcoming LAN experience at Champions?
We haven't really changed much. We're just here to prove ourselves, and even though we went out early on last tournament, that was just what I see as a needed stepping stone for our run here at Champions.
Thank you. Next question goes to Angel from Run It Back. FPX announced the addition of Rhyme as a sub and Nailzinho as analyst. What can you tell us about Rhyme's role, and will he be subbed in on some maps?
No, Rhyme was used more like an emergency sub because we weren't sure I will be in time for the first matches. So our plan is not to use him as a sub on this tournament.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
About Nilzinho is the guy who's helping us a lot in terms of like creating strats for this tournament. And for like
now
watching
Angel's talked about it. I think I can talk
enemy
about
playing when we're not gonna have time also.
But Angel was a bit of a
Thank you.
concern
Next
for the
question
event.
for Scream from Games Mix.
But he's here now, so it's
How
fine.
do you balance between your normal life and
So,
professional one?
FPX hasn't had a lot of good
Don't have a normal
practice
life.
because Angel hasn't been there.
It's a bit tough to be honest, especially
why.
before a tournament. We've been chaining, with all the changes and stuff. We had to put a lot of effort, and yeah, obviously it's gonna impact our normal life, and we're gonna have less time. But that's what we love, and I mean, that's the most important in our lives right now, I think.
He hasn't been able to practice.
Thank you.
Angel
Next question
hasn't been in the
also
country.
for Scream from the Spike GG. How has Demasic influenced the team's gameplay, considering
He's
his
been trying to get
versatility with
into
different
Turkey.
agents in the LCQ?
Yeah, Dimasic is a really nice guy to play with. He's bringing some kind of motivation. He's very hungry to play and to win. So, and he's also able to play any agent. We just ask him to play something and he's going to do his best. And he's an experienced guy as well. So, only positive vibes with him so far, and very happy to be with him.
Thank you. That was it for the pre-submitted questions. We will now open the floor for questions from remote media. Please use the Zoom hand raise feature if you'd like to ask a question, and we will call you when it is your turn. First question from Alan.
So this is question for Scream. Hi, Scream.
Hi, man.
Hi. So Liquid has been 2 times, right? You qualified from LCQ last year and you qualified from LCQ this year. So,
right.
But you showed really a dominance win over MAC over M3 in your EMEA LCQ. So, do you feel that this is the best shape of Liquid? This is the best shape of you of maybe Nevera and Yampi?
I would say so. Yeah. I think we are, we know ourselves better than we did, a year ago. We learn from our mistakes, and I think we changed a few roles as well. I took over the in-game leading role, and it fits us pretty well. It helps us as a team, and so far I'm very confident that we're gonna do some good damage at this tournament.
Scream is the IGL.
Definitely.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you and good luck.
Interesting.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Next question from Sons of KS Latam.
Hello, this question is for Angel from Phoenix.
Hello, Song of Chaos.
Hello, Angel. Hola.
Sons of
How do you feel
Chaos.
the
We
level
love it.
of your group, and who do you think is the most dangerous of all the
He's in
teams?
the IGL since Iceland, really? I thought it was Yampi.
It's very hard to tell. It's very hard to tell in this tournament. Every team have some ups and downs, and to be honest, I'm more afraid of not going out of groups than winning a tournament. I think going out of group gonna be like the first big challenge for us, because I respect all the teams in our group, and I think everyone can
chat.
do like great fight.
Thank you very much for the answer. Muy buena suerte.
Sorry, what?
Good luck.
Thank you. Good luck to you too, bro.
Thank you. Next question comes from Only Games Latam for Scream. What do you expect from the match against Leviathan, and how do you assess the level of Latin American play?
I know them pretty well. We've been playing against Crew a lot in the
too.
past tournaments. You know,
It's
they're
like one of those
very
things
dangerous
when you know
team.
when you get food,
They have showed in
and he's
the
like, "Enjoy
past.
your food." You're like,
they had
"Oh,
like
you too."
a really good tournament when they went in the finals, I think. You know, as Angel said, we like every team is very dangerous at this event. We can't underestimate anyone, and
when you get like your
you're
meal,
gonna give
whatever.
everything, you know, to pass the group stage. Very important.
Thank you. Next question from Bautista.
Hello, Batista.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was I was mute. Sorry. And my question is for Scream. How does it feel to play with your youngest brother in a such a high level? Is conflictive or it has positive points? And how are the things? I don't know, in the family dinner.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm living a dream with my brother, I think, and there's only positive to this. I don't see anything negative, and like, you know, it just gives you extra motivation to win when you see that your whole family is behind you. You know, I think everybody wants to make their family proud. You know, so you know, no extra pressure, but definitely like a positive thing for me as a player. I have been around for a while, and I think I needed this. I needed this to keep up my motivation high. Sorry, and yeah, it's doing a great job. I'm super motivated. So
Thank you so much.
thank you, man.
Thank you. Next question from Desk Gamers.
Hello guys. First of all, how are you? My question is for Angel.
Good.
Last Masters, you said that Sugetsu not coming into the game for the first half was becoming a bit of tension for you guys, but you are pretty sure that you will be easy to win champions. Sorry, Masters. And this time onwards, is there any pressure being a Masters champion? And historically, like the teams who have won the previous title have not won the next title. So is there any pressure regarding that? Or you guys are still confident with it?
I don't see any pressure on us, to be honest. It's like we're not setting a clear goal for us, you know, like we need to win 2 tournaments in a row, otherwise GG. No, there is nothing like this. We're coming here to play our best game. Unfortunately, situation with our apac before tournament again went not that good for us, but we get used to it already, so we will do our best. And the goal is to go as far as possible, but first we need to go through the group stage.
Thank you.
Very calm, isn't he? I love Angel.
Thank you. Next question from Dexerto.
Hi, this question is for Scream. I was just wondering how it felt to see you and a lot of the other pros in the Fire Again music video.
I mean, it's an honor to be a part of this. You know, Riot is doing a great job. You know, I'm very very grateful to be here. You know, and yeah, I mean, if I can be featured in some videos, I'll, you know, I'm not gonna say no. It's a pleasure.
Where is Angel?
Huh?
Where is Angel?
Angel?
Point.
In video, where is Angel? No.
I mean, they should have got you, I guess. But did you check the whole video?
No, I didn't watch that.
Because I had to
watch it,
pause,
bro.
like a lot of times to see
didn't even
myself.
watch
But
I
it.
think someone would like tell me.
yeah,
He
probably.
didn't even
but,
watch it.
You'll get in the next
Fucking
one, I'm sure.
Chad.
Thank you.
What an
problem.
absolute fucking Chad. They should have put me in the video, and I
Thank
didn't
you.
even watch the video.
Next question from Sentinella.
That's my goat right there. That's my goat.
Hello
my
guys,
fucking
I'm
goat.
Pedro from Sentinela, and my question is
Dude.
for the fourth man in the table. A lot of
Oh,
people
man.
are coming to the Valorant Champions as a
That's my
new
goat.
spectator, new fans. I mean,
What the fuck? It's good.
why these new people that is watching Valorant esports need to follow you along the tournament?
I think because we play a game different from every other region. Like people will call us like, even in our own region itself, like we have Paper X, we have Boom, but every team from our region plays a very unique style. So you can't really put us in like the APAC region. It's like, it's the country in the region itself that plays differently. So the styles we play is definitely different from the rest of the world. So that's probably why you'll need to watch us or not, maybe. Yeah. And my name is Cruz, by the way. I'm not the fourth guy on the table. Thank you.
No. I mean the four men in the table. I mean.
Oh, for four guys.
Yes,
Sorry.
yeah. Don't worry,
Sorry,
man.
my bad.
No,
but my
no,
name
no.
is Cruz, by the way.
It's okay, man.
We love Cruz.
Does anybody else want to answer?
No.
If I can answer, I would say I don't want people
Chad
to
on
expect
this
too
one.
much from
Dude, we got so
from
many
the
fucking
EMEA and
Chads on
forget
this,
about all the other
on
regions.
this
Like I
fucking
think
press conference panel.
honestly, they're probably more dangerous than us. So yeah, I'll be careful. I'll be careful.
Cruz came with a smoke. True.
Cryo?
No, I just want to say that like there hasn't been a region that has won a consecutive tournament 2 times in a row. I just
True.
think that you should be watching out for any region. All the teams here are amazing teams that have made it to champions, and I just think that whatever team shows up on certain days will, you just got to make sure you show up on the day that you play.
Wait, no, EMEA
Thank
did,
you.
right?
Next question is
Was it-
to
Oh,
Scream
yeah, it was
from
Mech
AFK
and...
Gaming.
No,
What
it was
the hell
Mech
you
and Gambit and Ascend,
You
right?
can answer from me.
They can chill. No.
Yeah, Gambit won.
What are your thoughts on the
Berlin and
VCT
then
moving to a
Ascend won
franchise
Champions,
league
right?
format? Do you prefer this year's format or the new one we're heading to in 2023?
That was 2021.
I mean, it's the first time for me as well. If I get a chance to be there, I think it's great. It's great for players, especially young
Gambit is
players.
CIS, yeah, but it's still EMEA though, right?
To have a chance to be a part of the franchise. It's important for the future to be in this environment under Riot. So, I think it's a good thing.
Gambit is Russian, yeah,
Thank
but it's
you.
still EMEA
Next
though.
question comes from Lissandro.
Hello, guys. My question is for Angel. And what do you think about the group you're into? And how do you see the level of EMEA at these champions comparing it with other regions?
It's very hard to tell about EMEA level because we didn't saw us and Fnatic play in current meta, right? We only saw LCQ, and LCQ level was pretty high. But I don't think I can predict how EMEA are gonna do on this tournament. So we'll see. We'll see. About our group, as I told you before, I respect all the teams in our group. I think if we're gonna relax, we can be easily be punished for it. So our plan is not to relax.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Next question from Run It Back.
Thank you. This
Yeah,
is
they
for
don't like
Cruz.
me, bro.
We'll get you another question on the table. I just am kind of curious, as being one of the top teams in your region, being in this position that you've been in before at an international Valorant tournament. I'd just like to know, in your mind, what does XERXIA need to do in order to strengthen themselves to compete at the global level, to not just be one of the best in the region, but to be one of the best
Hi,
in the world?
Yampy.
Probably our confidence.
Yampy, would you like me to ask a question to
The
Scream?
way we
Quick, you gotta be quick. I might be next.
play in our region, like we're really confident in taking duels, but then it becomes a lot harder here because if we're overconfident and then we lose the duels we should win, it could cost us a lot of rounds. So it's probably just the mindset that we just need to play like what we used to play and just reset real fast.
I don't know
if
anything.
we actually
Don't worry about it, bro. I'm
mess
going to
up
ask
in that particular round
Angel
and not let
if
it
we can
let it
expect any
affect like the whole
surprises, you
game.
know?
So
About if he's
I
going to
think
bring out
the
the Yoru
gameplay
again.
is
Fucking
close
sucks
to
on
what
that
we
agent.
used to
Oh,
do
okay,
in
no, he doesn't
our
suck,
own
but-
region, but just like the confidence level of taking fights is not there yet. That's all.
Thank you. Next question goes to Scream from Esporan. It's been a point of debate since very long that your game style is very dependent on your personal skill and aim ability. What do you think about
Bro.
this? Do you agree that you have a unique
My
playstyle which is
hand
hard to copy
raised,
by others?
motherfucker.
That's a tough question. I think on Counter-Strike, I can agree with that. My game style was more based on aim and having winning the duels. I think on Valorant I changed my mind. I changed the way I approach the game.
Okay,
I understand the game. It's a different game.
I'll ask Scream that
I think
question.
you can't rely on your aim that much on Valorant, so you have to think more. You have to be aware
I'll
of
ask
the
Scream that
meta
question.
and
Fuck it.
every little micro stuff you can do on Valorant. So I wouldn't agree right now.
Thank you. Next question also to Scream from BFTV.
Bro.
There are many Turkish FPS fans and players seeing Scream
they
as a role
skipping
model
me
by
or some
aiming.
shit?
There are also funny trash talk moments before with BBL. Do you have any special messages for Turkish fans?
Oh no, they're not. Okay.
I mean, I love my Turkish fans. They're amazing. They're full. Like very emotional. I think, and I can only be grateful for the support they give us and they give me.
Thank you. This question goes to Cryo from Agentes en Linea.
I'm still
Considering that in Masters they started in the playoffs, being in the first international event, do you think that being in the group phase this time will benefit throughout the tournament? And what do you think about being able to face a Latin American team again?
For sure, starting in groups it gives us more time to settle in, playing matches on stage. Yeah, I mean, our last match was at Copenhagen, so it's been a while since we played an actual tournament or a match, so it'll definitely be a positive. Playing LATAM, we never underestimate anyone. We just kind of treat every team the same, and
I tried to question
prove
through chat.
ourselves.
I got fucking ignored.
Thank you. Next question from Bautista.
Yeah, hi. I have another question to Scream. And you started playing Phoenix in a couple match. So the thing I want to ask you is, do you think that Phoenix is a viable option right now, or is more like something circumstantial?
All I can say is that you guys are gonna look at this tournament and judge by yourself.
Ooh, shit.
Thank you so much. I love you.
Thank you, man.
What are Phoenixes?
He said I love you.
Next question from Scott.
Thank you. This is a question for Cryo, but anyone who has their own thoughts on it can chime in as well. Does the future of partnership kind of looming in the background of this tournament create a little bit more nerves or pressure to perform well at this tournament?
Oh, good question, Scott.
I wouldn't say so personally, no. I mean, every team that's here should have the mindset of focusing
Imagine
on
not
the
having
tournament
ad
itself.
block, by the way.
For me personally, I'm
So
just
cringe.
here to play at an international level, and that's always what I've wanted to do in front of a crowd. Yeah, for me personally, no.
Not for us also. I mean, I think FPX secured a slot for a franchise. As a players individually for sure. So
Imagine
no
not being
pressure.
sub-gifted. True.
All right, thank you. Next question from Games Mix.
Bro, I'm convinced
All
they're
right.
ignoring me.
This question for Scream. Hello, Scream. How are you doing?
Hey, man. I'm good. Thank you.
All right. It might be a little bit funny question, but what is the team do you think is more competitive for the champions?
The team that what?
Competing for the champions. The naming.
that's
team.
That's gonna win the tournament.
All right. Yeah. I just need your opinion on who is the best team for you in this tournament.
Tournament.
It's a very fun question.
Very fun. Not FPX. It's a bit hard to say on Valorant, especially as my brother here said. There's no team that won two tournaments in a row, no regions, so it's very hard to predict.
Guys,
it would be beautiful if FPX wins this, I think. But we're here, so it's gonna be harder. But honestly, I'm a bit surprised Fnatic never won a tournament. I always put them in a really high position in the world. I think they're a really good team, but so far they haven't won a tournament. So all these new teams coming up, PaperX, it's hard to predict. I don't have a best team in this tournament, if I can answer honestly.
So FPX.
I wish for you the best. Okay, thanks.
Angel. Only Angel.
Thank you. Next question from George.
George?
Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Angel.
I thought it's another George.
Hey, no, come on. You guys are stuck with me. I know you all love it. Come on. Anyways, yes, I have a question for Scream. I would like to ask you about your opinion on the North American region, the teams here. Do you still believe that they're not as good as what they may think they are, or what do you think about the North American teams?
Weird you didn't ask me about the ratings.
I think this question is over. That's a question we asked like a couple events ago, but they're good. They're good. Optic is a very good team. I think Hunter Chiefs have been showing really good stuff in LCQ. They have really good individuals. They could pop up. They have young players, but it's gonna be hard for them because of experience. But I wouldn't rate any NA right now as like one of the best regions. I think emea, apac, I think they're better. Sorry, man.
Interesting.
Thank you very much. Can we get thoughts on cryo from that one, or? I'm not trying to instigate or anything, but
what you're doing.
Not trying to instigate. I'm chilling. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Next question, please.
No, I love you all. Thank you, anyways.
Thank you, George.
Thank you. In the interest of time, I'm going to ask questions from journalists who haven't asked yet. So we have a question for Scream and Cruz from Desk Gamers. This is the first time a Chinese team, Edward Gaming, will be participating in an international event. Looking at their strong performance in LCQ, do they look like more of a threat compared to others?
Motherfucker said, interesting.
Okay. So for me personally, I think they are a threat. They are a very big threat. Because we've been scrimming them a lot.
Did I hear China?
And to be honest, they have the best scrim results I've ever had in the whole 2 years of Valorant. Even in EMEA, coming to LAN events,
Did you just say the C
scrims
word?
with them are totally different, and I really want to see what they put up on stage in front of a crowd.
Yeah, I heard the same thing from Stacks. He just told me they're the best region, they're the best teams. So I'm very excited to be in that group, and hopefully I get to play these guys. And I heard they're very aggressive as well. So it's gonna be interesting matchups.
It's fine. We'll show which is Chinese org is the best, bro.
True. Wait, actually true.
Right,
FPX
thank you. And last question goes to
Chinese
Cruz
org.
from Valor to Asia. You're up against heavy contention in your group. What's the focus for the team being on coming into champions, and what progress you've made compared to the last two masters?
The progress we've made is probably fixing our mistakes and having more time to scrim, because the last tournament, it was really tight. We didn't really have time to prepare. We just used what we used in the previous events. So coming into champions, we have been scrimming a lot more and having additional plans. But then, of course, the groups we are in is a very tough group to get out of. So we're just hoping to do our best and actually show what we've got, what we've prepared and come into this tournament.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone. This concludes the third press conference. Please stand by for the next one, which will begin shortly.